Okay, everybody, welcome back into episode 12 of Strange Ways. I am Rob, that is Scott, and today we're going to do another Kiss album, so I will turn it over to Scott to give you all the info.
All right, Rob. Today we're going to hit a album that's, I would literally probably have to say is kind of, well, not kind of, it's controversial, really, in the Kiss community, Kiss Army, whatever you want to call it. It is a Crazy Nights, mate. It is the Broken Mirror and Paul showing his G string and all that stuff. And it's an album that I'll say quickly that I made myself like when it came out because it was Kiss, and I didn't really pay attention much to. I did the fads or whatever, and the synthesizer stuff like that, but back then I couldn't. It was hard to relate who they were trying to be, Bon Jovi and stuff like that. I didn't really put that together till later on, but I'm a 50-50 guy probably with this album. So we're going to rank these songs, me and Rob. We're going to go from our least favorite to favorite, like we do, sequence, and we're going to see what happens and where we get. And I'm hoping for we might be the same on some, but I guarantee you we're going to be different on some too. So.
Okay. You want to start her out?
All right, I'll start it off. No, you did. Oh, my least favorite song on this album, and probably my least favorite Kiss song, period. Man, and that's saying something, dude. With the exception of the solo albums, I will go that far with it. Is Bang Bang You. That is my least favorite song. My number 11 songs on this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's the number 11 for me. And the reason is I'm a lover of cheese. I really am, because I love a lot of those 80s bands and a lot of stuff, Poisons and stuff, man, but this is more of a sourdough molded cheese for me, man. This is going just a little too far, even throwing Love Gun in there and stuff. And I don't understand. This is Gene's songwriting in the 80s, in my opinion, that Paul's doing. This is something like Burn Bitch Burn, or something that Gene would have pulled out of his ass in the 80s for Paul to be doing. And he was the one that was really doing the good stuff, in my opinion, in the 80s. I love a lot of Gene's stuff in the 80s, but my God. And they played this live, bro. This was a live track on that concert. If I ain't mistaken, they played this in another one, and I'll get to that when I get there. That is my 11. I don't want to dive too far off the cliff with it now, but that's my least favorite one.
Okay. My number 11, I hated this song when I bought the album. I still hate it to this day, and that is No, No, No. To me, equally as bad as Boomerang off of Hot in the Shade. Just fast for the sake of being fast, chaotic song that has no tempo, no point, rhyme, or reason at all. The only thing cool about this is Bruce Kulick's wicked ass intro solo. And in re-listening to this album tonight, my God, does Bruce shred like a mother on this album. It's amazing through the whole album, his guitar tone. But this song, I can't listen to this at all.
Hey, I'm with you on that with my 11, bro. I forced myself. I just want
Yeah.
to see if something would change with that one, but I think that one's been there forever. Okay, my number 10 is, and it ain't far behind Bang Bang You. And it's another Paul Stanley song, and it's another Gene like written song to me. To me, is When Your Walls Come Down. That's my number 10. I do not like that song either. I can probably go as far as to say I hate those songs, and that's real. That's real. And the next song, I do not like them two songs at all. And I was just saying just a minute ago, I believe that song was in the damn live set too, if my memory is correct, and we didn't smoke too much pot that night. But I'm telling you, I could swore they played both of these songs, man. And I know they did Bang Bang You for sure, but it to me is Paul is well above them two songs. I just didn't understand it then, and I don't understand it now. Those to me are complete filler tracks all day long. I don't get it, and that's my opinion. Because I know people, you know, got different opinions on this album and on these songs than I do, and I respect that. Uh, but those two songs there, Gene is not eating the bottom of the barrel on this album for me. It's fixing to be, but these three these three songs at the bottom, and I still got one more. I ain't gonna say it yet because it's his turn. I do not like at all. So you're next. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I never really cared for this album when it came out, and even years after it came out. But going back and listening tonight, I absolutely love this album, with the exception of No No No.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so this is very tough for me. I mean, not that they could all interchange, but I really enjoy the next 10 songs. Some of them are absolute bangers for me, which is why they're in the top. So coming in at number 10, just mostly because beautiful song, but I'm just not a ballad guy unless it's a power ballad. So Reason to Live will come in at number 10. Fabulously written song. It's a great melody. Great harmonies on this chorus, but it's a ballad. And for me, a ballad's always going to rank lower unless it's something, heavy like I Still Love You or something. But when you get into the whole 80s hairband vibe type ballads like this one is, it's a good tune, but I just never find myself in the mood for that style of music.
I feel you on most of those ballads, bro. But the ballads that I do like, I love. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's just a special. That's a touchy subject for all metal and hard rock fans, man. On the softer side, dude. It's yeah, yeah. I got you, bro. All right, number 9. A song that I despise. I wish they would have left these three off of this album, and I can live with the rest of it. I mean, literally, these three here. Number 9, no, no, no. You done been there, dude. Yeah, Eric and Bruce get a damn Grammy award for that song. To hell with Gene. The song don't even rhyme. He's singing stuff and what's yours is mine and mine is mine. And I'm like, what? You ain't even making no sense at all in this
No,
fucking
it's
song.
like he's just reading through a dictionary and picking words. There's just no rhyme or reason to this song.
Yeah, it's like you know what this song reminds me of? It reminds me of him going in the studio with not having a song, and they start playing, and he just starts spitting out whatever he can to make it work. Literally,
Right.
that song.
Yeah.
The only reason it made it above the other two is because of the jam. That's the only reason. Those three, we're at the worst of mine now. Gosh.
Gotcha. Okay, my number 9 is Thief in the Night, which I never used to like, but it kind of hooked me tonight. I think it's got a weak intro, but there's something about that Thief in the Night. Something about that just grabs me. I don't know why. I'm not going to say it's a great song, but it's a decent song that, I wouldn't have to hit skip on or anything. So
Are you
that,
are
that
you talking about the same song? Are you sure you're not talking about Good Girl Gone Bad? You think Thief in the Night's got a weak intro? Holy shit, dude! Hold on 1 second. You might not be able to hear it. I'll try
I can I can actually I was experimenting.
But that's everybody's It's everybody's thing, man. You know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
See,
not. It's not
that's
a
what we do.
terrible. It's not a terrible intro. I just think it's weak. I mean, yeah, it's a cool riff, but
Yeah. It's cool.
I mean, it's a cool riff, but it's almost like that riff is almost like it comes in after whatever the intro should have been finished. It's like
Okay.
it just starts in the middle of the song already. I just
Hey,
I don't know.
no, I'm just fucking with you, man. Hey,
No,
I
I
mean,
don't.
I knew, I knew because I've heard you on your other station, man. Before we started doing this, I already knew how you felt about Crazy Nights, man. So I knew a little bit about what you liked and what you didn't like on this album, and that's why I knew we were going to have a little bit of it. We were going to be a little interchangeable on this one, so that's a good thing in a way. So yeah, it's
Okay.
my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything else you want to say about that Thief in the Night?
No, like I said, I really love the chorus in this song, and I never used to care for the song at all, so I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. My next one is, and that's going to be number 8, the one I thought you were referring to, and uh, Good Girl Gone Bad. Uh, this one is just now, this is all I can say about this song because there ain't really nothing I can get tied up in. This is a 80s Gene song to the bone, to me. This is something, where did you go, bro?
Can't you see me?
That,
Did you hear that?
yeah. Now,
Okay.
I will give you credit for the intro. It's not bad. Dun 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 dun. Now, that's my style. But when he starts singing, it ain't love, but it ain't so bad. I mean, it's like he's down in the dumps, man, or something. He's got that. She ain't nothing like you've ever had. It. It's not. Look, I'll go ahead and tell you this. I don't hate this song. I don't. And a lot of Gene songs I don't hate in the 80s. I mean, literally, a lot of people do. A lot of them I like. But a lot of them I do not. This one, the rest of this album, I can live with and I actually like. When we get to the point where I'll tell you I love, I'll let you know then. But those three on the end for me is the only ones that I just despise. So
Okay.
this was the first one. Now I don't see you. I see your
You see the Spotify. So you don't see me on the bottom of the screen. And yourself.
Is that you right there? Yeah, I think I see you now. You got the the computer page on this side, it looks like.
Yeah, okay. I'm just sorry, folks. I'm just experimenting with this. I'm trying to find a way to bring music into this a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
cool. That's cool. You brought it in that time, dude. I could hear that real good.
Yeah, but if we can't see each other, I can see you, but can you see me bigger now?
Wave your hand.
No?
Wait a minute.
No?
Let me hit. Where are you at?
Right here.
I see the Kiss Monster cover and the
Crazy Nights. Yeah, you're
Crazy
seeing the
Nights cover.
Yeah, you're seeing the Spotify cover or the Spotify screen. I can take it off there. It's the only way I can share the
Oh no,
music.
no, I mean if it's showing up on you on the video, hey, you experiment and do what you got to do, man. I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I don't have to
Well,
stare at you. I know
just be
you.
bouncing. Yeah, I'll just be bouncing back and forth with it and see what I can do.
Yeah,
Okay, so anyway, that was you were talking about Good Girl Gone Bad.
yeah. To me, it's just a Gene 80s song, dude. It sounds like it was just thrown together before he got to the studio, but it's listenable. You know, to me, Eric and Bruce really, it sounds crazy, but they really shine a lot on this album. They really do a hell of a job, man. And Gene's bass wasn't too bad either. I just wish this album could have been produced a little rawer and not so polished. That would have
Right.
been a very interesting listen.
You got your screen back?
Yeah, I see you, dude.
Okay, good. Okay, so that was your number 9?
I see.
Number
11,
8. That was
10,
your number
9.
8.
That was my number 8.
Okay. And my number 8 is also Good Girl Gone Bad. I just I like the laid back feel to it, the relaxed tone that he's singing in enough to where it's not terrible. It's still not a great song, but it's a good enough song. And it's much more my style than like A Reason to Live or definitely No 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 and stuff.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
people, I'm not trashing Reason to Live. If you're into ballads, this is top notch, like Forever and all that. But I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm not the wishy washy. My girlfriend left me type shit. It's just not where my head is.
Yeah.
So
That's one of
all
them.
right.
Never mind. I ain't going to say. But anyway, my number 7 is wow. Wow, we're getting on up there, man. This is a song that used to be probably right down there where No No No's at for me. It's jumped a couple of spots, but now we're into the songs that has grown on me over time. I was not crazy about this song at all when I first got it for a while. I'll fight hell to hold you. Now,
Wow.
I like this song. Yeah, I do like this song a lot. I love Paul's vocals. I love, the synthesizers and stuff, man. They really do put it in their music on this album. Good. Yeah, I know. It's, you know, that I wasn't expecting to have as much trouble with this album, man. I really wasn't, dude. I thought, damn, this time around it was a little tougher for me, man. It's been a while. Like I said, I hadn't listened to this thing up and down in 4 or 5 years, bro.
So you're against the synthesizer sound is what's going on in this album.
No. No, I'm
Okay.
not. You'll see that here in a little bit.
Okay.
You'll see that here in a little bit. Now look, I had trouble with this song and the next the next song. They could have been in either spot, man. This just wound up there this time, you know.
Gotcha.
But at first, this one took time to grow on me, but I finally took time to. It's grown on me over the years, man. I used to not like this song, dude. I thought it was way out there for kids, man. Especially at the time, I thought, man, you guys are really, you know, to me, Asylum was a fucking awesome album, and
Oh yeah.
and I love the hell out of it, dude. And this was it was a very big change. A lot of people may say, yeah, well, but to me, okay,
Okay, we're back. Little
yeah,
technical difficulty.
we
Where did
had
you leave off?
we got zapped into the damn Twilight Zone, brother. Hey, uh, he his was Good Girl Gone Bad, and my next one will be, let's see, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 6 coming up.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's
whoa.
all,
You
ain't that,
started this, right?
yeah. So I Fight Hell to Hold You was my 7.
Okay, and that's where we stop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We both
Because
have.
I've done 1, 2, 3. I've done
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
it's on your 7. We did have at least one song on the same number on this one so far.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay. So my number 7 is Turn on the Night. I do really like this song. I love the video. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. But it is just a little bit, man, I don't want to say poppy. Not that this album's heavy to begin with, but it's kind of I don't even know how to, like an Autograph, you know, the band Autograph?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a little too keyboard heavy for my taste. I think it's a great song. It could be better. I'm not going to be a Tommy Summers here from Three Sides and say all keyboards suck, but I
Yeah.
think they could have, the guitar sound should have been a little bit more prevalent to make this a real banger.
I'm on.
So there you go.
I'm on board with that, dude. I am. I ain't got to it, but I'm almost there. My next one is number 6. Is a song it's probably one of the heavier songs on this album, with the punch. It's Gene's song. It's called Hell or High Water, and this song's always been kind of middle of the road for me on this album. Now, this is a Gene's 80s song, but a good Gene's 80s song. I like this song. We're into the songs now that I like, that I can listen to, that I enjoy. So
Sure.
yeah, it's got a good chorus to it, man. I like his verse in this, man. I like the rock, man. Well, I mean, yeah, this is it's a pretty rocking tune, man. I have to give it credit, man. It's not my favorite, but it's middle of the road on this album to me.
Okay, that was your number 6?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 6 is kind of got the same hang up for me as my number 7, and that is My Way. Fantastic chorus in this song. I love the meaning of this song, but again, these two tracks, for some reason, the keyboards just are really, really emphasized. And again, I love keyboards, but it almost then, other than the solo, lacks the presence of a rhythm guitar. And you know, like I said, great songs, but they could be better if they just were a little, not heavier, but a little more guitar and a little less keyboards. Tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm on board with you with that too, man. Because, and my next one is, of course, number 5 is Turn on the Night, the one you just touched on. And it's you pretty much said it. I love the song. This is a song that really I took to when I seen the video. I didn't pay it much attention until I seen the video. I really liked the video. The lightning striking the building, man. You know, I mean, it was kind of a cool video. They made some pretty cool videos on this
Yeah.
album, and but it is heavy with the keyboards, and I would have liked to have had more rhythm and lead just to have seen what they could have done with this.
Right.
And an honorable mention, this should, Sword and Stone should have been on this freaking album. Yeah, man, that dude, just, like the things that we're going to discuss when we get into it, man.
Yeah.
The decision making of some of the things
I would
done.
love to slap the shit out of Paul Stanley or whoever made that decision.
Well, yeah, pretty much, because he's he's pretty much captain of the ship at this point in time, and he's the head honcho of the decision making. I'm about positive of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so that was your number
that was my number
5.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You're right. My number 5.
All right. So, as you all are about to see, we get along great. We've been told on here in the comment section we have great chemistry, which is great, but there are albums we were going to drastically disagree, and this I did not know was going to be one of them until I started hearing his bottom half of his list.
Oh,
My
no.
number 5 is When Your Walls Come Down. I absolutely love this song. Not so much the verse, but when you're that pre-chorus, when they're da-na-na-na, and he's like, and it just keeps building and building. I think that is so goddamn cool. I love that. You hate that part. I can see you cringing.
I cringe. And here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, God. I wanted to jerk Paul off the stage. Hey,
Something about
you're,
it just me. I just like it. I don't know why.
and you're a first timer on some of these, man, for me, that I've heard people like and say things about the song that they like when I've never heard people say that before. That's really interesting too. You hit some things up.
Kind of the reason. Well, it's kind of the reason I started doing my own YouTube channel is because I got frustrated. I mean, not that people who have a different opinion of me are wrong. Opinions are not right or wrong. It just seemed like I was the only fucking person who liked what I like against everybody else on YouTube that hated what I liked. I thought Chris Jericho is a good example of a guy who loves what I love. I think Crazy Nights is his favorite Kiss album. I mean, it's just those voices are not heard enough. And there's got to be more than me pulling their hair out at home going, what the fuck? So I wanted to be a voice for those people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm glad you're not just like me because I like the back and forth. I like two different tastes talking it out.
Yeah. Me too. It's very interesting to me, man. And I knew, like I said, I knew coming into this one because I've heard you talk about this album on your other stuff. So I knew we was going to be a little like, flame the fire, dynamite, okay. Now this one's going to probably grab people a little bit because most people's going to expect this to be my number 1. And at one time, when this first came out, it was. And my number 4
Don't do it.
Crazy, Crazy Nights. Yeah, and look, from here up, or actually from Turn on the Night up, is songs that I really, really, really enjoy. I know it's most people's favorite on here, man, and I can see why. It was mine at one time. I do like it. But these three more, and you're gonna trip on my three that I like better than this now. Uh, and it's not been my number one for a while. It was in the 80s all day long. It was my go-to song on this album. I don't know if it's just I just got burnt out on it. If I got pissed off that they played it on the last tour there at the end instead of "Do You Love Me" or something, maybe I don't know what stuck in my craw. About the song, the repetitiveness. Some songs repeat, like "Making Love." I can listen to all day. To me, that's a different kind of repeat. But they really get out there with that one on this one. But it's not the worst one by far that I've heard them do. But I like this song. I always have liked this song. This is a good time song. It's let's party and have a good time song right here, man. And they do
Okay,
play
so
it
number.
good live. They do
Oh,
play
hell
it
yeah.
good live.
Hell yeah. Okay, my number 4 is one you've touched on already, and this song is so damn good. I wish it was on Asylum. Hell or High Water. It is just it sounds like Trial by Fire type Gene off of Asylum. I think this would have been a great song for that style that Gene was doing on Asylum. I love this song. I love the beginning guitar riff. I love the way it grooves. He's got that Kahira. I love everything about this song, and the chorus is just powerful. It's a pretty powerful pop song, put it that way, because they really don't have a heavy song on this album. Maybe Thief in the Night, but I love Hell or High Water.
Hey, yeah, and I never thought about that. See, you just made me realize that. I've never heard nobody say that, but you're right about that. Take Secretly Cruel off of Asylum and plug this into Asylum. Dude, that would have fit perfectly on that album. Yeah, I agree 100% there, man. It may have been a leftover for all we know.
Could be.
My next one, and this is number 3. We're getting to the thick now, guys. And people's probably going to pass out, but this song here used to be at the bottom for me, one of the bottoms for me. But this song has made a resurgence for me somehow, some way, and it works. It works, and it's my way. I like this song from front to back. I think the synthesizers fit in it perfectly. I like it. I like it much better than I do I Fight Hell to Hold You. I think it work. The synthesizers work. Paul, this song is just a great written song too, man. And he sings it to perfection, dude. It just works, man. It's got that beat, dude. There's nothing really much bad that I can say about this song that I used to trash back in the 80s, man. I did. I trashed this song. I wanted to strangle this song. Now I'm totally freaking Jekyll and Hyde, bro. I didn't realize how good this song was. I don't know. Maybe it's just my old age. I don't know. But I really like this song, man.
Well, I've always liked the song. It's just fallen for me over the years because it's just not quite guitar driven enough. Like I said, I had it at number 7, but I had it much, much higher years and years ago. It is a fabulously written song. Yeah, I can't disagree that you got it up there. I just didn't fall that way for me now. It certainly used to.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is one you've already crapped on. I'll Fight Hell to Hold You. This song to me is the pinnacle of what Paul can do with his voice. Absolutely soaring heights, the power. I love the pre-chorus through the darkest nights, and it's drumming to it and building and crescendoing up, and then I'll fight hell. Man, this song this is like 1,000,000 to 1 for me. It's not a ballad, but it's a more of a depressing song almost, but with some power behind it to the point where it could be a ballad if you just look at what it's saying. But I absolutely love this song.
Yeah, so you feel about that one like I feel about My Way. And I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you what does kill that song for me. It's not the music, and it's not the chorus and stuff. It is Paul going that high. That's
Really?
extremely too just a little bit. That's just a little bit too uncomfortable for me with Paul. My Way, yeah, he gets up there pretty high, but not that high. Yeah, and My Way was almost too much for me.
But
Um,
see,
but
those are my stingers. I mean, I love Steelheart and Striper and
no,
bands that hit
I do
them.
too. I do too. I got CDs, man, beyond CDs over here. I'll show you one day when we're not videoing. I'll show you a
Yeah,
lot of stuff. But yeah, I like the song. It's just when he starts hitting that high, man. It's whoa, bro. I think that had a lot to do with his vocals in the later
sure it
years
did.
too, man.
Absolutely. But when he was
You know
doing it,
it did.
he was
And Animalize didn't
untouchable
help
doing it.
either. You know,
No, it actually
Animalize.
started. Yeah, I would say it started around Lick It Up, Animalize, where he really found that, hey, man, I've got some
Yeah,
power. And
yeah,
the bands right now are showcasing their stuff. I'll show you I'm better. And it was great while it lasted. Unfortunately, I think it did take about 10 years off his voice.
yeah. At
At least.
least 10,
Yeah.
10, 15 years, at
Yeah.
least. Um, but there ain't nothing we can do to take back time. I know he would if he could, but
Yeah.
maybe come at it a little different, you know. All right, hey, number two, one that I couldn't believe you had as low as you did, and at one time this was my favorite song on here, and it still is pretty close, and it's a ballad. This is a ballad that I love. Reason to Live. The only reason I say anything bad about this ballad is because it's too late. You know, but I don't care. That song. If it hadn't been Kiss doing that song, if it would have been a new band, this song would have been a Bon Jovi hit, bro. A
Oh,
Def Leppard
God. Yeah.
Hysteria, and I hate to say that, but damn it, I believe that's true. And
Yeah.
this song is so I mean, just the drum beat going into it. The video's perfect. They play it live perfect. Thank God I got to see them play it, man. And they hit it. It sounded like the album. It sounded like I was listening to my car stereo, man. That's what I want to hear Kiss do. That's what I want to hear bands do when I go see them. I want to hear it like I listen to it. That is one of my favorite 80s ballads. I don't like the unplugged ballads and stuff like that. Forever, this mashes Forever into the floor to me. That Forever don't stand a chance to this song here, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I know it didn't chart like Forever, but to me, this any day. Yeah.
It was never going to chart like Forever. And I think you hit the nail on the head. Anybody else does this song. Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, even like a Bryan Adams, if you want to go into regular rock or whatever. But because it's Kiss, Kiss really got pigeonholed into a certain box where no critics were going to push them or give them credit for anything that was exceptional. They'd string along to get a payday with them as long as it wasn't making them look as bad as they should have looked by dissing them all these years. It
I
is way
agree.
better than Forever. It is way better than Every Time I Look at You. It is fabulous. And the only reason it's low on my list is just because I'm not a ballad guy. And my 10 out of these 11 tracks I like a lot. So it was just always going to come down to what do I listen to the most? That's kind of how when I got a bunch of songs I like equally or close, That's what I bring it down to. Which ones do I gravitate to more often? And that's the way it lands. But I have nothing bad to say about that song. It is tremendous.
Absolutely. And this is a tougher album for you than it is for me. So see, I
Way.
understand where you're coming from. So
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. My number 2 is your number 11. Bang,
no
bang,
way.
you.
No.
Yes,
Oh, God.
sir. Yes, sir. This is cheese at its finest. You put it in there and made reference to Burn Bitch Burn, which I also fucking love. I love the over-the-top hair metal cheese, especially with the sexual innuendos and shit. I think it's brilliant and clever. They can say the most graphic, pornographic shit, and it can get played on top 40 radio stations because of the way they word it. It's brilliant. I don't think anybody understands that. It's not like they wouldn't rather say, I want to fuck you. They can't.
Yeah.
You want to get played, right? I mean, it's clever, and his voice is. How can you not like that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
God.
When midnight comes, I'll be at your door. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna have to stab myself in the brain.
Yes, yes.
From
I have been waiting.
Oh my God. See, I love stuff like Poison, Talk Dirty to Me. Yeah, to me, they could pull something like that off and make it damn good. But I just didn't think Kiss done a good job with it. That's my opinion. You love it. I do not, man.
I love it. I love it. And I've listened to podcast after podcast over the years, trash this and Burn Bitch Burn and Rock Hard. And I'm sitting here going, I love every fucking one of those goddamn songs. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And All Night. They trash the shit out of All Night. One of the greatest fucking riffs ever.
Oh, no,
and one of the greatest choruses.
Hey.
Yeah, I knew you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, hey, I did, because I know that I hadn't paid much attention, but I knew when you said that, I was like, oh no, he's going to. But hey, that's what makes the fans different, bro. That's the way it goes. And well, time for number 1, and number 1, and it has been for probably 10, 15 years, give or take, since Reason to Live wasn't. It is the one you put way down there, and it goes like. This is I don't know how this wound up on this album, dude, and I never paid attention. It's the last song on the damn album, man. Look, I credit where credit's due. Gene, yeah, he shit on his Animalized Asylum to a lot of people now, but he just didn't get the credit he deserved on some of them. But some of them, come on, Gene. But this one, I don't know. I don't understand why one of Gene's songs was not released like that as a single to just let people know, hey man, we're still Kiss. You know, we might experiment, we might jump over here, we might jump over there, but we still got this. We still got this hard rock. We can still headbang with the best of them. that's what makes me love this song. And I never really paid this song attention when this first came out because it was the last track. I don't know if that's what it was or not. I'm like, damn. And I rediscovered this thing about 15 so years ago, man. And I was like, what? How did I not? Where did I miss this, bro? This is kick your face in, bro. The beat, Eric Carr, and them just dun 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 dun, and Gene with the echo, and I'm an echo guy, big time. And that's I love Gene's voice, just carries, man. Thief in the Night, #1 for me, and it would really take one hell of a damn change of dementia probably to get another one off of here over that for me. That song I absolutely love.
I see why you love the foundations of it. To me, what would make this song much better and much higher on my list is if Paul Stanley could be heard in that chorus. I don't like hearing just Gene with a slight hint of Eric Carr doing the harmonizing.
That's Eric, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like it. The chorus is what kills me on this, and it's not the way the chorus is sung. There's no variation from the sound of the voice in the chorus to the sound during the lyrics. I hate that, whether it's Alice Cooper, whether it's Rob Halford. Some of these fucking singers never use backup singers on a chorus. So you hear them all the way through the verse, and then you hear them in the chorus. I love, a perfect example is Nothing to Lose on Unplugged, MTV Unplugged. When they all sing together, you know you got nothing to lose. And when Paul hits in there, oh my God. And that's what this chorus is missing. Some higher pitch voice melding in with it. That's what brings it down for me. The riff is unbelievable. He is heavy Gene in this to an extent. The verse is just dry. But then you get to the chorus, which is a good chorus, but it just sounds like there's something missing in vocally. There's a pitch missing. That's just me.
And that's a good detail, man, because you're right. That is the weakest part of the song. You're absolutely right. The rest of it to me is perfection. I love the verses. Holy shit. I love it's the power that grabbed me of this. The weak chorus, why Paul didn't jump in there, I don't know. That would have really been interesting to see that, or hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, still it's got enough power and enough just drive, man, that I love from Gene. And this would be a demon song for Gene if there was one on. It wouldn't be No No No. I don't think it would be Hell or High Water. He's singing about too much, loving and stuff. This would be the hard knocking demon song for Gene on this album, if he had one on this album.
Actually, if you put the same production on it, really, this song would fit on Creatures.
Oh, dude, with that
can you imagine that big echoing, thundering Eric Carr drum on this song like Creatures?
Yes.
But he's kind of singing in that same register during the verses. I mean, it's not Demon Gene, but it's that angry Gene that was born with Creatures and Lick It in the Night, or Lick It in the Night.
Yeah.
Lick it up.
I'll agree with you, man, because I'm all about punch. That's why I love AC/DC so much. They got that steady, damn, but I'm not going to get on that. But yeah, man, hey, Ray, that's been #1 for me for a while. I know I've kept up with it. I'm pretty sure I know what your #1 is, and it is most people's, I think. So, yeah.
Crazy Nights. Not only the best song on this album, one of the best Kiss songs of all time, and now I'm going to piss off every Kiss fan who's older than me when I say Lick It Up, Heaven's on Fire, Crazy Nights, and Tears Are Falling are the 4 greatest Kiss songs I have ever heard in my life. They all have the same thing in common. Paul fucking Stanley and that celebrate music and good times. Not Tears Are Falling so much, but Tears Are Falling musically and vocally is epic. But those 4 songs personify Kiss to me. Not Do You Love Me, not Shout It Out Loud, not Love Gun, not any of these songs. And I grew up with those songs. I was not one of these people who was born into non-Makeup Kiss. I started with Makeup Kiss. But Kiss became more than a band to me when I became a teenager. I saw Paul's cool-ass look. I heard that goddamn voice that he didn't have yet, had not developed yet, was 70s Kiss. And my God, and I love the 80s sound more than a classic rock sound. I always have. And I lived through both, people. So this is not a case of, well, that's because you didn't grow up. Yes, I did. I grew up with all that shit. The classic rock 70s stuff. I grew up the first half of my childhood in the 70s. So even when I got older in the 80s, I was still going back and listening to say, I've heard it all and experienced it all. But those songs for me are just what Kiss personifies. They're legendary. They're timeless. Why do you think for 50 fucking years, the band that refuses to change their fucking set always had some variation of Lick It Up, Heaven's on Fire, Crazy Nights, and Tears Are Falling? Always some a variation of it, if not two or three of them. That's because they knew no matter how much they wanted to fucking forget the 80s, they can't forget those songs. The crowd will never forget.
No, and you can't as a Kiss fan. Those songs that's what made them in the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
That's what carried their legacy through. The songs that you just mentioned. I mean, like them or not, and I like every one of them. I mean, there's not one of those songs that I don't like.
Hell, Crazy Nights could have been a closer.
Yeah.
I mean, Crazy Nights that could replace Rock and Roll Night any day of the week.
I would replace Lick It Up and Heaven's on Fire and put Crazy Nights and Tears Are Falling in every set list. That's my opinion, because in my opinion, they play those two 10 times better than they do Heaven's on Fire and Lick It Up. And I don't understand that.
That fucking 4-minute fucking Who jam in the middle of Lick It Up is what kills that fucking song. Jesus Christ. If Paul would pull his head out of Led Zeppelin and the Who's ass for 10 minutes and actually celebrate the band that he's part of, he'd be much better off. I mean, Garth Brooks is a huge Kiss fan, right? You don't see Garth Brooks, breaking down Thunder Rolls in the middle and doing a verse of Black Diamond, all right? Fuck off with your hero worship, Paul. Just do Kiss. That's what we're here to see.
We know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, bro. You said it a million times. Hey.
Yeah.
But hey, Crazy Nights, I got no problem with that. That was my favorite song for the whole entire 80s, slam through freaking the probably mid 90s, man, sometime, dude. It was a long time before that song went from my number one. But yeah, great. I mean, good list, dude. Very different for us on this one. And interesting, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people's gonna come at me with Thief in the Night, but that's just my song on this album at this point in time and era of my life. I really like it.
Well, that's
just
fine.
Like he likes the title track. That's his song on this album.
That is what it is. That's why we're here doing this. Everybody gets to represent.
Yes, sir.
And throw it down in the comments and let us know what your favorites are. Tell us how full of shit we are. I don't care.
Give it to us.
You got stuff to do, Scotty. So I think we'll check out. And I'll kill this and talk to you for a few minutes. So until next time, thanks for watching the Crazy Nights ranking video. And until next time, thanks for watching.